Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode where today we're going to be doing a bit of a review of Bowser's Fury. Now currently, actually, let me go turn on my lights. Now currently, I haven't actually been able to beat Super Mario 3D World, but I have been able to beat Super Mario Bowser's Fury. I'm just going to call it Bowser's Fury. Currently, I'm actually in the World 1 Castle. I have used the World 1-2 skip, but I haven't been playing too much of 3D World. I've been mostly playing through Bowser's Fury. Anyway, the game is pretty short. It's if I look at my playtime right now, it says 1 day ago because that's when I first got the game back in Feb 12th. But because I'm looking at the closest game with the same amount of time, like the closest game with the same amount of time, and it's Minecraft Dungeons or Spyro, but I can't see the amount of time that I have for Spyro. But for Minecraft Dungeons, it's around 5 hours, so that would mean that this game I'm playing has around 5 to 4 hours, which means that I have definitely played the right amount of time too, of which to beat the game, the average amount of time at least. The game is extremely fun. It has so many things to not really so many. Well, it's super fun. There's a lot of things to do, and this is completely unscripted, might I know, but it's just a really entertaining experience. I've only played a bit, like literally a tiniest chunk of a level with my brother, and trust me, it was small. It isn't a level, much more an area with my brother, just tiny, 5 seconds, and then he had to go somewhere. Anyway, so let me just tell you a couple things about the game. So first off, take the gameplay style of Super Mario 3D Land, World, Galaxy, I guess. A little bit of Galaxy, not really. And take it into a completely open world. Now, it's a really small world, and it's not too big, but yeah, that's what you're gonna get for getting basically an add-on for a game that was announced around September, so like 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know. Anyway, so of course you can't expect nearly as much as say Mario Odyssey or even 3D World itself. I was expecting a little bit more, but the game is definitely a bit short, seeing I was able to beat the game in 2 days. So the only other game that I've been able to beat in 2 days is Sonic Forces, and I beat the game right as I started playing it on that day. That game is super short and bad. But 3D World, it took me like around an hour or two to get to that point of me beating the game. Now, trust me, there were many times that I just left the game on. No, just one time, and other times maybe on the pause menu, so maybe that would have added up to my time of playing the game. Anyway, the game feels amazing. It's kind of sad they aren't able to use the D-pad for movement anymore, but in place of that, now you can have a map on the D-pad, which they could have just mapped to minus. So also you can have amiibos, which if you have the Bowser amiibo, which I don't, but I do, if I still have it around me, it's right there. I do have a Skylander Bowser amiibo and a Donkey Kong amiibo, Skylander version, to where if you swap their bottom, you can see that this is the amiibo logo, and then this is just simply Skylanders. So you can use this in Skylanders and as an amiibo, which is really nice. But if you have a normal character in Super Mario 3D World, they will give you a 1-up, and in Bowser's Fury, it will give you a Super Mushroom. But if you have a Nintendo character, like, say, Yoshi and... I was about to say Yoshi and Bowser, but no, Bowser and Yoshi. I do have a Mario and a Pikachu, but my Mario's hand fell off, and it's the worst hand to fall off. Anyway, those characters instead give you a superstar. They will give you as I stated already, the Mario amiibos will give you a superstar, or Starman, or whatever they call it now. But if you get the Cat Mario amiibo, it will give you a brand new item exclusive to this version of the game, and exclusive to that amiibo. Not even the Mario amiibo can give you this. Only the Cat Mario amiibo can give you this. It is take the gold or white or whatever, the invincible Tanuki suit. Replace the Tanuki part with Cat Mario. So now you got an invincible Cat Mario, gold Cat Mario, whatever you call it. all the works of Cat Mario put into a simple little invincibility bell, or whatever you call it. I don't have it yet, but I'm planning on getting it at least around Christmas, and hopefully it's as good, it's as powerful and as cool and as good as it looks. Also, the last video I didn't have a thumbnail because it's much more of something that didn't really need a thumbnail, just stating a couple things. Anyway, what's something else about the game that I should talk about? The difficulty, it isn't too hard. For a person that normally struggles around the end of Mario games, I only struggled on the special version of the final boss battle. Now, it isn't really a special version, it's much more you beat the main final boss battle and then it turns into a new phase, but I don't want to get into any spoilers about that. All I'm going to say about that boss fight is that it's annoying, it's kind of hard because, like, he just leaves right as you're about to attack him, so it's very annoying. But I'm not gonna get into many spoilers. And I kind of wish that the way that you did it was like how the prior boss battles were. But I guess since you've already done that like 4 times at that point, it would get a bit repetitive. Also, for some reason, there's only 3 Gigabells. I was expecting them to maybe even it up. Also, there's 100 cat shines, which means that, well, instead of the 800 and above that you can get in Mario Odyssey, take that, divide it 5,000 times, and you would be close to the amount featured in Bowser's Fury in comparison to Odyssey. Prior games had around 100, 120, stuff like that. But this game has an all-time low. Lower than Mario 64, the first game that was 3D. But whatever, we're not here to talk about that. Anyway, the controls are just as you would expect from the main game. It's just Y or X to run, A or B to jump. Nothing too crazy. Also, the gyro controls were used to tell Bowser Fury, hey, go over there, hey, go over there, hey, go back there and give me the ability, or something like that. L and R. Did I say Y or X? It's L and R for the gyro controls. Press, I'm pretty sure it only works with R sometimes, but press R to get a pointer, you move it around, and then you go to the place that you want to go. Press R again to activate, say, investigating something. Anyway, the controls for the, boss fights are a little weird. Instead of just playing as instead of just having this, how do I put this, like a quick time event where you gotta press the buttons at the right time or something like that. And now instead you kind of just Big Mario versus Big Bowser. You're playing as literally a big cat Mario. You can't lose your ability. You can't turn into normal Mario. You can't turn into the Super Mario is Big Mario, Little Mario is normal Mario, I guess. But anyway, you can turn into that form in the middle of the boss fight. The boss fights are pretty easy, you just need to hit him in his stomach, or sometimes you can, with the Cat Mario, hit him individually, and the cat bells will return. Well, say you have one cat ball, you take it, and then you lose the ability, you can come back to get it. But there's only 3, which is surprising, and the world is really small. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry this is short, I just don't have enough time remaining on my device that I'm having storage on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.